I followed a crying baby into the bush at midnight and found something I was never meant to see. My child, listen to me and do not interrupt. If you are hearing this, like this story now, share it with someone you care about, and remember the name A. Fidelis Production. You will want to come back for more true stories. When I was young, I thought the night was only dark because the sun had gone to sleep. I did not know the night is a place with its own people. That lesson came to me the night I heard a baby cry behind our compound, long after the cooking fires died and the crickets began to count the hours. The sound was thin at first, like a kitten. Then it grew clear. A baby, deep inside the trees. My mother had warned me never to answer a cry that did not belong to a face, you know. But I was curious. I was foolish. I was afraid for the child. And I told myself, fear is a weak reason to do nothing. I took a small lantern and slipped out. No moon. The bush behind our house was not big, but it felt wide that night, like it was stretching its back and reaching for me. The baby cried again, short, sharp, then silence, as if it was waiting to hear my feet touch dry leaves. I whispered, "Little one, I am coming." My voice sounded wrong, like it was someone else speaking through my mouth. I went past the old cola tree, past the termite hill that looks like a sleeping head. The lantern shook in my hand, but the flame did not move. That was the first thing that told me I had stepped somewhere that did not welcome me. Fire should dance when the hand trembles. Mine stayed still. If you are still listening, like and share, and come back to A. Fidelis Production. I want others to be ready for nights like this. I called again. "Little one, where are you?" The answer was close, yet far, like it came from a mouth behind a closed door. I followed it to a narrow path I had never seen in daylight. There were fresh footprints on the sand, baby feet, small and neat, as if powder was pressed into each toe. But the prints did not go forward. They faced me, 10 steps of tiny feet, all facing me, like many babies had walked backward to meet me. That was the second thing that was wrong. I should have turned. Instead, I lifted the lantern higher. The path bent left, then right, then left again, and every turn brought the same cry. I smelled something sweet, like rotten fruit mixed with perfume. I saw white cloth hanging from a branch. It was a baby wrapper, tied with a knot that looked like a mouth. The knot opened and closed in the wind. I do not lie to you, my child. I saw it breathe. I told myself it was fear. I told myself the wind was playing with my eyes. I stepped closer and reached for the cloth. The crying stopped. The bush took a breath. Even the crickets held their tongues. Then I heard a woman's voice, soft and flat, like a palm sliding across stone. She said, "Take the child and go." I spun around. No one, only trees, like thin men. The voice came again, "Take the child and go." I felt cold on my neck, as if a wet finger had written my name there. I pulled the cloth down. There was weight inside. I lowered the lantern and saw a bundle. Something moved under the wrapper. I whispered, "Little one, I have you now." The thing inside turned, and I saw a face. It was not a baby. It had no eyes. Where eyes should be, smooth skin. It smiled, wide and slow, with gums that were too long. It made the sound of a baby, but the voice was adult, like a woman copying a child. It reached for my hand with a small hand that had 6 fingers. I dropped the lantern. The flame did not die. It floated an inch above the ground like a small sun that refused to sit. The bundle laughed, a soft laugh like someone tired. It said my name, not the name people call me in the market, but the name my grandmother called me when I was born, a name only family knew. The thing said it like a dear friend. That was the third and final warning. I ran. The path turned behind me, but now it was straight, as if the bush was being kind because it wanted me to leave. Leaves brushed my legs. I felt small hands on my ankles, playful at first, then tight. The voice followed me, not loud, only close. always close, like warm breath on the shell of the ear. "Bring me home," it said. I did not look back. I burst from the trees into the yard and slammed the back door. Inside, the house was quiet. My mother slept. The dog stared at the door and dared not bark. I looked at my hands. There was powder on my fingers, sweet smelling, the same scent from the path. I washed and washed, but it would not go. I lay down with wide eyes and waited for the sun to make the walls honest again. In the morning, the powder was gone. The lantern was back on its hook, dry and cool, as if it had slept there all night. I never told my mother. I never told anyone. But the nights after that were not empty. Sometimes I woke to hear the baby cry outside the window, the same voice, patient and soft, like a fisherman who knows the river is long. It did not call often, only on nights when the air was heavy and the leaves turned their backs. Now listen to me well. If you are hearing this, do not walk toward any cry that has no face. If you feel the air stop moving, if fire holds itself stiff when your hand shakes, turn back. Like this story, share it so another person will know to leave the path alone. Come back for more from a Fidelis production. I will tell you only what will keep you safe. I kept my silence for many years, but old age makes the mouth light. Words slip out. Tonight I broke the rule the elders taught. There are stories the bush gives you and says, keep it shut inside your bones. Once you open them, the gift goes back to the giver. Listen. Do you hear it? Outside your door, a short cry, then quiet, waiting for your feet to touch the ground. My child, blow out your light. Sit still. Do not answer. I have spoken, and now it is awake again. If this story reaches you, like it, share it, and return to a Fidelis production so we can hold the night together. But for now, do not open your door.